NuScale Power is an American company specializing in the development of small modular nuclear reactors. They were founded in 2007 as a spin-off of an Oregon State University school program. They design small modular nuclear reactors that are primarily fabricated off-site, which leads to faster construction times and increased safety due to strict controls on manufacturing processes. They also are designed with a safety system that keeps the reactor cool automatically in the case of power loss.
I just think with everything going on in the AI verse, whether it's the big chip companies can't make enough chips or these data centers just continuing to pop up, you have to power these and you have to power them with clean energy, and these nuclear is the best way to do it.
Electricity. To put the problem into perspective, asking ChatGPT a question uses 30 times more power than a regular search query on Google.
Recognizing the substantial energy requirements of AI and data processing, NuScale is positioning its SMR technology as an ideal solution for these sectors. The company emphasizes that its reactors can provide the secure, clean, and reliable power necessary to support the expansion of AI and other power-intensive technologies. As of the third quarter of 2024, NuScale reported a net loss of $45.5 million, with revenue of only $0.5 million. This could be seen as a slight improvement compared to the same period in 2023, where the company reported a net loss of $58 million on a revenue of $7 million. The reduction in net loss is attributed to the company's effort to reduce costs and operate more efficiently. This is also evidenced by a decrease in operating expenses from $94 million in Q3 to $42 million in Q3 of 2024. It still remains unclear where nuclear will fit into the future of our energy supply, yet there's still huge hype surrounding this stock, with big names such as Amazon and Microsoft making moves to adopt nuclear power. NuScale's prospects appear to be a bit brighter than previously thought. This is still a highly volatile speculative stock. It's purely a gamble on a clean energy initiative that is currently very expensive and under significant regulations, and whether or not this company will be successful in the long term is dependent on these regulations. Big institutions have been steadily increasing their share in NuScale as the price has been skyrocketing, likely with anticipation of major deals with big tech companies in the future.
2024, huge year. It's like the whole world discovered nuclear. The way I'd put it is everything kind of became about AI, and AI became about energy, and suddenly people realized that the tech players did not have a realistic energy growth strategy. They said they were using 100% renewables when they were just going off the grid. Well, they ran out of grid, and 2025 is going to be the year of show me.
This is as much a tech investment as it is an energy investment. The key driver of this stock's growth is the widespread adoption by big tech companies that have shown a sharp increase in electricity consumption. Despite these improvements, NuScale continues to face financial challenges, including ongoing net losses and the need for substantial capital to fund its operations and development projects. The company ended the third quarter of 2024 with $161 million in cash. However, industry analysts have expressed concerns about the company's future profitability and the potential need for additional capital raises, which could lead to shareholder dilution. Another constraint is that NuScale's reactors require specialized nuclear-certified components. The limited availability of suppliers capable of producing these components to stringent regulatory standards can lead to procurement challenges and increased costs.
I believe Canada's nuclear supply chain is very capable and ready to support NuScale's SMR needs. Fluor is committed to working with the suppliers to identify the specific training, the sub-suppliers, any licensing and certifications required to establish a Canadian SMR supply chain.
In January of 2023, the US NRC certified NuScale's 50 megawatt design for use in the United States, marking the first SMR design to receive such approval. However, this certification was for an earlier version of the design. They have since resubmitted a 77 megawatt design, known as the US 460, for standard design approval. The NRC is currently reviewing this application with an estimated completion date in July of 2025. This iterative process requires substantial time and resources to meet evolving safety and performance standards. During the NRC's review, the Advisory Committee on Reactor Safeguards identified potential safety issues, such as the risk of low boron water returning to the reactor vessel during emergency shutdowns. Addressing these concerns requires design modifications and additional analysis, further potentially delaying the approval process.
I don't personally see an enormous acceleration from deregulating the reactor technology itself. I think that there's a long history of aggressively exploring nuclear reactors back in the 1950s and 60s, where we discovered which types worked well, which types didn't well. I think we're going to update some of that with some new techniques.
Later in November of 2023, NuScale and the Utah Associated Municipal Power Systems jointly decided to cancel the Carbon-Free Power Project in Idaho, which aimed to deploy NuScale's SMR technology. The cancellation was due to escalating costs and insufficient subscription from potential participants. NuScale laid off nearly 30% of its workforce as a result of this, in a way to transition from research and development to commercialization. This also increased the doubt in nuclear, as this seemed to be the most promising development in adoption for SMRs for commercial use. In July of 2024, RoPower Nuclear and Fluor Corporation, who owns a significant portion of NuScale, signed the second stage front-end engineering and design contract for a planned SMR project in Romania. The Export-Import Bank of the United States approved a $98 million loan to support this design study, which is expected to support 400 US jobs. NuScale Power operates in a competitive market, facing several notable competitors, each with distinct advantages, such as Rolls-Royce, who is progressing through the regulatory approval process in the United Kingdom and has been receiving government support, as well as GE Hitachi, who has a small modular reactor designed to be simple and cheap to build. And there are a few other companies making strides in the nuclear power space, such as Westinghouse, X-Energy, and Bill Gates-founded TerraPower. Analysts are predicting that this company will not be profitable until at least 2030. With how much money this company loses, there poses a risk of dilution or even going out of business if any major regulation, delay, or financial event takes place. This company is one of the leaders in SMRs, which may be much more popular with big tech players in the future. NuScale will need to start making money and fast before they've lost too much money and spent too much time before other green energy sources get even more efficient and cheaper themselves. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe.